Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. Before I get my chart to bring it up here, if they bring it up, so this situation, I just might respond to the previous speaker. I forgot to mention that they handed this mess to this new administration just a matter of a few months ago, and went through 8 years of borrow and spend. So I hope that people take that with a grain of salt. What I, Madam Speaker, would like to speak to you a few moments about today is to highlight an institution of great importance to our national security and to myself, the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College located at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Most Americans are probably unaware of the role that this fine institution plays in keeping our nation safe by training future generations of military leaders. The Command and General Staff College plays a vital role while giving our nation Army commanders the advanced technical and tactical education they need in order to effectively lead soldiers in battle. It has been doing so since its founding in 1881, and during the past 128 years it has provided a first-rate military education to thousands of accomplished men and women who have defended our freedom. I would like to commend the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College on its commitment to excellence throughout history in support of our military. I'd like now to draw your attention, if I may, to a particularly distinguished group of alumni. The 5 war heroes you see beside me, Generals George Marshall, Douglas MacArthur, Dwight Eisenhower, Henry Arnold, and Omar Bradley, who served our country with valor and distinction during the Second World War and became household names through their renowned accomplishments. It's a little-known fact of which we are all proud that these great men all were graduates of the Command General Staff College, where they received the unique training and education needed to excel in leading our brave service members into battle. Since then, the college has continued to improve and adapt its training to response to the ever-evolving challenges of war. Through the specifics of the instruction may have changed, although it may have changed, the honorable mission has not. I, too, am a graduate of and a former instructor at the U.S. Army Command General Staff. Madam Speaker, I speak from a personal experience with the pride and the satisfaction that comes from knowing that receiving the best military leadership education our nation has to offer and stood in the footsteps of these great men. General George Marshall was the Army Chief of Staff under President Roosevelt and one of the chief architects of victory for our greatest generation, and later served as the 3rd Secretary of Defense. General Douglas MacArthur bravely led our forces to victory in the Pacific Theater. General Dwight Eisenhower, our past president, was the supreme Allied commander in Europe and directed the D-Day operation, whose anniversary was just recently celebrated. Before going on to lead our nation through some of the most trying times during the Cold War, General Henry Arnold commanded the Army Air Corps in Europe and remains the only person ever to hold the title of General of the Air Force. Last but certainly not least, General Omar Bradley commanded the Allied forces on their march to victory in North Africa and became the first to hold the position of Chairman of the Joint Chiefs. At this point, I'd like to make mention of an organization that provides invaluable support to the U.S. Army Command General Staff College, which is the U.S. Army Command General Staff College Foundation. This organization is funded by private donations, and its mission is to enrich the academic experience of the college by providing resources in areas not covered by appropriations. Since its inception, this foundation has established a number of awards for academic excellence for students of the college in recognition of their achievements in the fields of tactics, logistics, and military arts. It has supported professional development at the Harvard Business School for college faculty members. The foundation has also sponsored the Colin Powell Academic Lecture Series, which began in April of 2008. General Powell is also an alumni of the college. Indeed, it is hard to overstate the degree of which the foundation has enriched the experience of both students and staff at the college. Its board of directors comprises retired officers, business and community leaders, all of whom have a keen interest in improving the quality of the education provided at the college. I would like to commend the Foundation's board, and in particular its CEO, Colonel Robert Ulen, who is in the gallery, I do believe, U.S. Army retired, for the invaluable work that he does to enhance the college and its future military leaders. Colonel Ulen is also a graduate and instructor of the college. Is this foundation, the Command and General Staff College, in mind today that I would like to mention H.R. 1177, the Five-Star General Commemorative Coin Act. This bill would authorize the U.S. Treasury to mint a series of commemorative $5, $1, and half-dollar coins bearing the likeness of these distinguished 5 generals. These coins would honor the historic contributions these men have made in defense of justice and freedom. Americans young and old could admire and collect them, and the stories of these great men might be reinforced. Could I extend for 10 seconds?
Please complete your sentence.
Thank you. Just about finished. The Americans young and old could collect and admire and collect them, and the story of these great men might be reinforced in popular imagination, perhaps even inspiring some to follow their lead. This bill would honor the great soldiers of the past. I thank you. Please sponsor H.R. 1177. Thank you.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Ohio, Mr.